when I look at Swami Vivekananda's life, which I really love, somebody who's so great, he can sit with the great professors and he sit there also in the jungle with the Adivasis, equally comfortable, yes, a master. But he made such a big effort in removing poverty. What can we learn from his life and how can he use his teachings to remove poverty today?
You see, very true. You see, his heart, he looked very stern and very majestic and very academic, and yet his heart was softer than a flower petal, very soft heart. I'll give you one example. This, great Vivekananda, the great intellectual giant, became famous worldwide and went back to his, Calcutta, and his Guru Bhais, his fellow disciples were sitting around, and he was giving a lecture on the highest philosophy, Advaita Vedanta. And one of the lay disciples called Girish Chandra Ghosh was sitting around and listening. This naughty Girish Chandra Ghosh, I'll talk about it some other time. He said, Swami, I just have one question. You got this wonderful philosophy, wonderful Advaita Vedanta. What has it done for your people? You see, because India is struggling with poverty, degradation, no food, the people are hardly able to survive. He asked a very pointed question at Vivekananda. He said, what has these Vedas, Advaita Vedanta done for your people? And this is how I show you the heart of this man. This Vivekananda, this great master, started to cry like a baby. He stopped his lecturing and he was crying. It was difficult to console him. His brother disciples would move him away, take him away from the meeting and keep petting him on the back. Say, he's okay, don't worry. This is Vivekananda, great master and yet tremendous love for his people. You know what he said once? He said, let me live again and again, come back again and again, so I can serve the only God I believe in, the sum total of humanity. This is where I see my God, a struggling God. As long as my God is struggling, I want to be reborn again and again, undergo a lot of misery, so I can serve the only God I believe in, the sum total of humanity. See, here is why spiritual humanism comes alive. It's not just lecturing, so everybody is essentially divine. He actually sees, anywhere he sees from time to time, there were famines in Bengal, and Vivekananda had built up this Belur Math, not a big institution, minor institution. And every time the famine happened, he would get up and say, what are we doing here? Let's sell everything and give it away. And his brother said, please leave it alone, don't sell it off. So he was prepared to walk away, sell off everything, anytime, any moment, like that. And he would have done it. But somehow something held him back, because that Belur Math has become an important place from people like me can learn about what Vivekananda has left behind. So there's always a struggle for him, because he was prepared to jump the fence and give away everything for the betterment of greater humanity. Look, Narendra Modi has been inspired by Vivekananda for this reason. He was looking for the greater good, not for his personal good. Same you see Narendra Modi inspired by trying to do greater good. Vijay, you just mentioned how he has done something. You can mention.
Yeah, I think I just heard the news a few days ago that in Haryana and India, there's a big issue with caste. All the village heads have taken an oath to remove their caste name totally and put village name. And for the first time, they'll allow people to marry across caste. So Harijans can marry Kshatriyas. So it's starting now, and I think it's big influence from the top Indians, leaders, yes. And it's a very good thing for India, I think, yes. It takes generations, but it'll happen, yes.
It's good. Look, it's a very stodgy system, and it's already corrupted to the core. It's not going to be easy to remove all this corruption and bring in these positive ideas about looking after the poor. But look at the way Narendra Modi is kind of defined caste now. When I heard it, I was a bit taken aback. He said there are only two castes: those who need help and those who can help. Now you can't do it. You can see this novelty comes, this kind of novel approach comes from the inspiration of Vivekananda. And that is why this man he lived his life, he bled to death for the betterment of his people.